Welcome to another edition of Vox Pop on Flip TV. The House of Representatives yesterday passed a vote of no confidence in the nation's service chief, telling them to resign with immediate effect. If you could recall, about a month ago, the House of Representatives told the service chief to resign or they will be forcefully kicked out by President Muhammadu Buhari. As you can see, this is now becoming a do or die. A mandate has been passed that they must resign with immediate effect. We are out on Vox Pop on Flip TV to ask people opinion if they still have confidence in the service chiefs, if they still believe they could do more, or they are with the House of Representatives that they should resign. I am Babalola Timothy. Stay tuned. I will be right back. In the nation's service chiefs, telling them to resign with immediate effect. And if you recall, about a month ago, the same House of Representatives told them to resign or they will be forcefully kicked out of the office by President Buhari. Now, as a Nigerian now, what is your view about this? Is it that you think they can do better, they should be given more chance, or they have failed woefully keeping the nation's security in a good shape?
Well, to me, I think the first thing I have to say, unfortunately, we don't see things like that, but that is how I see it. So the first thing I have to say, even President Muhammadu Buhari should be sacked. Unfortunately, every time I say it, every minute, a lot of people say, what is this man saying? This man is an illiterate. What is this to do there? This is an illiterate who doesn't know how to govern a country, a state, and everything, and you're living in them. For crying out loud, he is an illiterate. You should sack your president. A man who doesn't know his left and right, what is he still doing in the office? The only thing you got to do is to sack him. You understand? Asking me about whether we have to sack or of course, if you sack your president, what is the next thing? They are supposed to be sacked. Do you understand? Everything about the system of our government should be changed. In fact, let me tell you the truth. Everybody should be sacked, even including the vice presidents. All of them should be sacked. We don't need people like that again. We need intellectuals that can handle this country in a good way. So we don't really need all this kind of riffraff there. I keep saying it the very first day Buhari got into power. I said, what do you want to do with an illiterate? What do you expect an illiterate? What do you expect from an illiterate? Where do you expect an illiterate to get you to? Despite the stories surrounding that Buhari is dead, let us even assume he's not dead. He doesn't have any upstairs. He doesn't have anything at all. Every minute I keep shouting it. Not because I'm an Igbo man, but because I'm a full-blooded Nigerian. I speak so many languages. I speak so many languages. So why would he say because I'm an Igbo man? The thing is, because I'm a full-blooded Nigerian. We all know, even while Jonathan was there, I was one campaigning against Jonathan. He was not a good president to me. He was not. But his regime is far much better than this idiot. So, Buhari made me to start seeing Jonathan as if Jonathan is a saint, whereas Jonathan is not a saint. Jonathan is a bad leader. But Buhari made me to start to see Jonathan as a good leader. Because when Jonathan was there, things are not like this. So what I'm trying to say is that the ones that they sacked, they can sack them, but they should sack Buhari.
Okay, it means you are in support that the service chief should be sacked.
They should sack them, even in sack Buhari himself.
Okay, you said everyone in authority should be sacked. Do you think there are people that are much better?
Listen, let me tell you.
Assume that throne, they will perform much more better.
We have better people there. We have better people there. I have a reason why I'm saying this. For instance, I can give you the name of a better person. I, for instance, myself,
okay,
I'm a better person if I'm in government. And that's the truth. And that is why I said, with annoyance, that come the next election, governorship of Imo State, I am coming out. These people are so stupid and crazy. What stops you as a governor of your state to pay your citizen 50,000 naira? Nothing. But these guys are born, they are born fools. My brother, let me tell you, I'm very angry this morning because of the system of government in Nigeria. I'm not even happy with anything at all. Why should we continue to suffer like this in a nation blessed with so many mineral resources? Why should we continue to suffer? Listen to me. I tell you something. If we don't have Buhari, there are so many people that can do it. So many people, including me and the vice, should get out of that place. I heard a lot of people one day, they said, the vice is a nice man. I said, shut up! You should get out of there. If you're a nice man, you can speak to your boss.
Okay, but you know what the president is doing to the vice president? You know, his aides were reduced, and so many things are blockage of power. He has no freelance to operate.
See,
there.
I'm an Igbo man. Do you know why I don't agree to Nnamdi Kanu's whatever? One reason. You don't fight freedom because you want to fight freedom ordinarily. Even Nnamdi Kanu has mounted so many soldiers, I would have loved it. This is how to fight for freedom. You must have your soldiers. They must be equipped with gun. They must surround you. Then let me see the stupid. Let me tell you something. The other day I heard that the Fulani, Hausa Fulani, blocked Edo State. No police, not even a dime police could come out. No army could come out. What does that tell you? Because they know these guys are equipped. So you can imagine, even now the Kanu is surrounded with soldiers, red-blooded eye soldiers, guiding him. You think Nigerian government will be having this nonsense they are doing with Nnamdi Kanu? You think one stupid man will wake up to tell Nnamdi Kanu not to attend to his father's burial? That is the only way I disagree with Nnamdi Kanu. That is why I don't seem to like his style. You can't get freedom on a platform. You must fight for it. Go and check in the whole world. You must fight for freedom. Let me tell you something. Ojukwu fought for freedom because then our eyes were not opened. But now our eyes are opened. Let me tell you something. I keep telling people, just for instance, as Nnamdi Kanu is, go and train like 10,000 soldiers in Israel. 10,000 Igbo soldiers in Israel. Come back to Nigeria. Let me see what will happen. You don't fight freedom ordinarily. You think Nigeria will tell you, okay, go, you have tried. No! You must be a man to fight freedom. You must be very well equipped. You must be able to shoot gun. Unfortunately, I tell people, if I'm the leader of a place, I will die in it. That's how to die for a struggle. And not for you to say you want to fight with ordinary mouth. And you are fighting a stubborn idiot. And you think it's possible that way. No, it is not possible. You must fight with gun. A lot of people, I met one guy, he's an able guy. He said because Ojukwu fought with gun, we couldn't get Biafra. So therefore Nnamdi Kanu doesn't want to use gun. I said you are a coward. You think you want to just get a freedom just like that? With a country like Nigeria? You think you can get the freedom? With the Yorubas as saboteurs there? You think you want to get the freedom? With the stupid Hausas? You think you want to get the freedom? No! You must be ready to get freedom to fight with gun.
Okay, now coming back to the issue of the service chiefs that the House of Representatives said they should resign with immediate effect.
See, let me tell you something. The service chiefs they are talking about, unfortunately, have been saying it in this country for long that this guy should be sacked. Now the sack is coming now. Well, I don't even know whether it's sacked, but to me, they should just resign instantly. In fact, they should not be seen around the office. They should be pursued away. Nigeria is more than one person. Do you understand what I'm saying? Nigeria is more than one person. So these guys should resign and get away.
The function is they should resign with immediate effect.
Listen, let me tell you, my own immediate effect is not just now and get out of the office.
Now and get out.
We don't want to see you again. That's how they should resign. See, let me tell you something in this country. A lot of people take things for granted. A lot of people, I've heard a lot of comments. But I told God that one of the things you never did in life was to create me a leader to lead a particular group. If I'm a leader leading a group, I should be able to die for that group. Because The way we are going about it in this country, we know this. Look at those states. The other day they were shouting, I look at the governor, are you mad? Are you sick? Is something wrong with your brain? How many are they? Coming to your own territory, telling you cannot go. And you yourself, you are playing basketball with them. You must be a madman. Immediately you heard it, men run, 4 soldiers everywhere. Counter them, are you mad? But what is happening in Nigeria? Everybody is afraid. I don't want to be on Buhari's.
But do you think if such action was done, it might warrant...
Now, let me tell you something. If I were the governor of a state, it's just like I'm in Imo State now. Imo State citizen. And I'm a governor of Imo State. And I sit on my throne. One stupid message came to me that some Hausa Fulani in Imo State terrorizing. What do you expect me to do? I should hold my hand and say, okay now, I will crush all of them. Crush without mercy. Because this is my state. I am accountable to my state. Anything that happens in my state, I am accountable for it. So I will not sit down and watch and say, okay, Buhari, you are an idiot. I will crush the last person that remains there. That is why you are a governor. Let me tell you something. A governor must have action. A governor is just not for mouth. You must have action. You must be able to defend your people. You must be able to stand for your people. You must be able to die for your people. So if you cannot do that, you are not a governor. You are not a governor. That's why I'm blaming this stupid governor of Edo State. You are sitting there, Hausa Fulani is blocking your territory, and you are saying you are making noise, calling Buhari. Are you mad? Is Buhari the one governing Edo State? Oh, come on. This is the problem we keep having. Let me tell you something. Situation like that, if you cannot do anything, you try to employ forces. A force, create the force in your states that they fight with Fulani and this thing. Create them. Spend money on them.
It means you are mentioning state policing, isn't that what?
It's not state policing.
So what are you trying to say?
Let me tell you something. It's not state policing. You are trying to secure your states.
But you know what the issue of Amotekun discussing now?
Listen, let me tell you, Amotekun is... listen, Yorubas like louder things. They are stupid idiots. They like louder things. Yes. Amotekun is not something all of us will be caring about today. But because Yorubas like making noise. Just imagine that the Igbos form something. You think we'll be making noise like the Yorubas. Yorubas like making noise. You make noise about Amotekun. You send boys to go and hold Onde, Bande, and all those things to go and face this thing, and you like making noise. That is nonsense. I don't like those kind of bullshit. What I'm saying is, if you are there, if I happen to be a leader, and I instruct you to go to a place, I must be ready to stand for you. I must be ready to stand with you in any condition and in any situation.
Okay, now, you see, the situation that is happening now, yesterday, the House of Representatives passed a vote of no confidence in the nation's service chiefs, telling them to resign with immediate effect. And if you recall, about a month ago, the same verdict was passed, and they were told to resign. That if they didn't resign, President Muhammadu Buhari will sack them. You see, this is becoming more intense. Do you think that is the right decision, or you still believe in the security chiefs?
Yes, there has been intensified efforts, to make sure that service chiefs, resign from their positions. Why? Because they have not coming up with good results. Understand? When you have taken a position, either on appointment or democratically, elected position, you look at the, body language of the people. If you are not giving out good dividend to them, you should resign. But let me tell you, why should we be asking the service chief to resign when Buhari is the one who appointed them there? We should mount pressure on Buhari himself to sack them. He should sack them because they are not coming out with good results.
About a month ago, the same thing was said, and
yes,
there was no
they ignored it. They ignored it. They keep on ignoring it because the lower house could not impeach him without the relating with the upper house.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So let me tell you. Let me narrate this thing to you. Buhari appointed Chief of General Staff, Army Staff, or whatever you call it. Who is that man? Who is Brutai? Brutai is a Fulani man. Buhari appointed IG of Police, Adam. I think his name is somebody Adam. Who is that man? That man is a Fulani man. Buhari appointed Comptroller General of Custom. I think his name is Diko. I think he's the one. Or maybe he was appointed during Yaradua era or Jonathan, but I know Buhari. The man is Fulani man. What about Comptroller General of Immigration? Who is that man? That man is Fulani, appointed by Buhari. Let me tell you, these guys, they have failed. They have failed in discharge of their official duty or that capacity. At that capacity, they have failed. What do you expect from them? Is it not resignation? Why didn't they resign? If you remove all these people or sack them, reshuffle, involve the true federal character of a thing. Bring Yoruba, bring Igbo, bring Ijaw, mix them up. I'm not telling him to put Igbo. No. I'm not ordering him to put Yoruba. Hausa. Do you understand? Thank you. Because look at the man, Brutai. Brutai will not like to kill those people. Fulani herdsmen, they are his kinsmen. Brutai will not like to fight Boko Haram insurgents to stand still. Because why? They are his kinsmen. Religion wise, they are all Muslims. Do you understand? In area of police, Adamu himself, Inspector General, is a useless fool. He's not doing his job well. He is supposed to resign since. He's supposed to have resigned since. Do you understand? Adamu, Inspector General of Police, will not arrest herdsmen. He will not allow you to go after herdsmen with AK-47. People that are into animal husbandry are wearing AK-47. IPOB, indigenous people of Biafra that are not even with kitchen knife or jackknife, ordinary stick, have been proscribed since 3 years ago as terror organization. I thank God that United Nations debunks that fact. USA debunks it, British debunks it, EU debunks it, Israeli debunks it, everybody. You understand? So what we need is change them, put other people. Iyerichika was there as Chief of General Staff before. He fought these people under a month. They felt the impact. They started crying. He's killing our brother. He's killing our brother. That's why I'm telling you that. This Boko Haram of a thing, the northern elites, they are benefiting from it. Buhari is the head. Is the man who started Boko Haram in the northern Nigeria. There are 4 factions now. Let me name them. Herdsmen, bandits, Boko Haram, and Ansaru. 4. Buhari started all of them.
No, I don't want to contribute something there. Do you remember very well in this country when Boko Haram, when they said they should appoint somebody to come and sit on behalf of them, who did they appoint? Buhari. And what's a problem in this country? What's a problem? Buhari they appointed. Why did they appoint Obasanjo? Why did they appoint Tinubu? Why did they because that's Buhari. He's their leader. What are we to say?
Let me contribute something. You see, I'm back. Brutai, Custom Controller General, and so forth and so on. Buhari employed and put there will not resign. He will not remove them because the job he wanted them to do, they are doing it, executing it fine. Tribal and religion elimination of non-Fulani and non-Muslim. That's the reason purpose he put them there. That is why you don't want another tribe or another religion to enter. You understand what I'm saying? Now, they are there not to defend Nigeria. They are there not to protect life and properties of Nigerians. They are there not to work according to the constitution of Nigerian Armed Forces Service. They are there only to protect Fulani herdsmen and the people who are working for the interests of enthroning Muslim, Islamic in this nation. That's what they are, and they are doing it fine to the happiness of so-called Buhari by Fulani, Mianchi, and government of Nigeria. Listen to me. Mianchi, Fulani, Mianchi, and government of Nigeria, not Nigerians.
Now, okay, look at Miachi Anla. They are not a state. They are not local government. They are not town. They are not community. Only business associate that register their name. Now trying to dictate whom they want in Nigeria, who them don't want. Ordinary businessmen. Now you can see the stronghold and the capacity of the corruption of this present government. The present government is a government of tribalism, nepotism, and sentimental. You see, the man in there, Asurok, he's a failure. Let me put it like this. He don't know what to do again. He's confused. And if you watch him, you see that they are pushing him here here and there. You don't know whether he will obey Abba Kyari. You don't know whether he will obey Brutai. You don't know whether he will obey Daura. So they send Daura turn Asurok into family sitting room. He turned Asurok into the family sitting room. And to so-called Mr. President cannot be able to say no. It's not constitutional. Okay, now look at it. If you carry gun to defend yourself, you are a criminal. But if somebody carry gun to attack you and kill you, it's normal. Look at the Nigeria we are in. You understand? So the only thing is this: if Buhari fail to remove these people, Buhari is a civil servant. We employ him to serve us as a president. Then all those service chief, custom control, immigration controller, civil defense headman, all of them are civil servants. They are paid off from Nigerian posts. We are the Nigerians. The only thing, if Buhari refuse to remove them, let us march Buhari out.
We should march him out.
We should march him out.
Okay.
Now, what I mean by marching out is not using gun and cutlass to march him out, but there's a way to march him out. Let it be public disorderliness against his government. If the public disorderliness against his government, every arms of government, civil servants, market women, educationalists, everybody, women, pregnant women, nursing mother, everybody march out on the streets.
Okay, now looking at what is happening in Nigeria, if you recall that when Showore went on a protest for revolution, he was arrested by the DSS and was put in detention for several months. Buhari should be kicked out of the office. It means Nigerians will go en masse to protest. Do you think this present administration will allow this to happen? Looking that recently they have been blocking all forms of protest across the state.
First and foremost, you should know that the APC as a party have an agenda over the nation. So they are not a law-keeping party. They are people that came with an agenda to put their religion first in the government. And they have an agenda to useless and to put the Christian in a state of acrimony and a state of a depression without them having a stand in the nation. First and foremost, if you look at them, now you see that Tinubu and those who are warming up to become their presidential candidate are all Muslims. So this agenda, anyone that is not speaking pertaining this plan of Islamizing Nigeria or putting Muslims in a state where the Christians will be a hideout, there is an enemy. Are you getting what I'm saying? So for instance, but they are failed to know one thing, that the Christians rule the world. After you are finished doing everything, at the bottom line of it, you will meet a Christian sitting at the final signature. You will discover that all that you have done will become useless. So nobody, Nigeria is too big. It's bigger than a single person. APC is not a party of a democratic place. APC is a party who have an agenda who their religion is number one. Because if not so, I would have think that the next person they would have put in a position warming up for their party should be a Christian, because a Muslim from them has ruled for 8 years. Let us assume this man is Buhari, but he does not appear to be a president with an order. I see him like a man who do what some people tell him to do.
That he's been pushed.
Yes, he's been pushed. A man who is following a written document. That is why no matter what happens, the place of law is not happening. it is a shame to those who put democracy in place under heaven, telling us is a rule of freedom. For instance, let us see what happened in Imo State. You say we are in democracy. I know in every part of the world there is no place democracy is 100% true. But a place where the sand in the food is more than the food itself, it becomes a poison to the stomach. How can you make the fourth person in a state to become the number one? And you tell me it was a mistake in the calculation, or maybe some area that was not counted, or some area that was not seen just before is not seen to be just. The same INEC that conducted all the elections in all the states, and all their results were certified to be okay. You want to tell me they make such a magnitude mistakes, making number fourth person to become first? Then all the results should be checked out. That is the killing of democracy in Nigeria. So this government should coming out to protest, just a waste of time. Because this government does not follow the democracy letters.
It means if Nigeria should go protest, there will be no.
If Nigeria should go protest, that is if Nigeria, as you are saying it, because the Nigerians I know are not those who take their heart in their hand to look for what they want. It is those who are afraid of death, yet they die many times every day.
Okay, now are you in support of what said that Nigerians are afraid of death, that they can't go out to protest?
Going out to protest, let me buttress his points. It can yield good result. Ask me how. In 2011, the entire Egyptians came out and circled Egyptian presidential villa, Egypt presidential villa. They stayed there 1 week plus. Hunger started, worrying them. Then all the food agencies, food companies, started supplying them food. So they stayed more than 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Hosni Mubarak was caged in there. He had no way to come out. Then he had to command the military to come after these protesters. The military came out, shooting, killing, maiming. At a stage, they tell Mr. President Hosni Mubarak, these people are our brothers. How long should we continue to kill them? The military stopped killing. Bros, let me tell you, before 7 days later, Hosni Mubarak was arrested. He was ousted. Sorry to tell you this, may his soul rest in peace. Hosni Mubarak died yesterday, age 91.
Yesterday?
Yes. Oh. So let me tell you the point. If Nigerians protest, all of us, we go to Abuja there, circle that place. Who born that idiot who has never seen 4 walls of university, secondary school, primary school, who has no results, no certificate,
even primary schools,
falsified WAEC attestation of Buhari's certificate has gone viral on net. Again, I have this word for Nigerians. I don't want to go for the game. I have tired of talking and talking and talking and talking and talking. Look at all of us. We look so wise, educated. Igbo man looks so wise, good in business, good in talking, good in controlling his family. Igbo man is a fool and shameless person. Your president has no GCE results. He has been tormenting the judiciary. He's not obeying court order. The man that is guiding and ruling you as an Igbo man, a president, is a fool. You are a fool. Thank you. Over to Yoruba brothers. Yoruba brothers, you claim to read, you claim that we produced the first lawyer in 1878. Samuel Ajayi Crowther is from Southwest. Papa fella used mama fella. He used to went to market to buy wedu and park inside Mercedes. The first woman to drive Mercedes. Now we know law. We are best in accountancy and the most chartered accountant in Nigeria from Yoruba land. Oga, you people are fools. Your president has no certificates, no GCE, let alone university, degree or whatever, or ND or HND. No papers. An illiterate is your president. To buttress my point again, you have a professor who is following somebody. As a vice president to VP, to a man who has no school certs, and himself was once an attorney general of Lagos State. he even was the one that wrote Lagos State Constitution. I'm aware of that. Shibanjo achieved a lot here, but why is he turning himself to a foolish man at Aso Rock? We all, including myself, we are fools. Nigeria is the biggest, largest black nations. Look at their faces. Black, brown. We are black monkeys. Don't edit this. Why shouldn't we employ a president well-read like Robert Mugabe? Why shouldn't we employ a president so outspoken, with what? Humor in his vein, like Donald Trump? What is the like of Boris Johnson of Britain doing? Why shouldn't we invite such people among us? We have them. We have their likes in Nigeria here to become our president. We are all fools. Look at Adam Oshimole, the national chairman, the president of APC, or national chairman of FPC. Look at him. Have you surveyed his face? A monkey. That's why APC is coming out with monkish result. The man is that honks, jumps on the tree. Shame!
Okay, Mr. Okpara, what would be your close remark on this?
You see, the way I see things, Nigeria is yet to mature, to rule itself. I am thinking that the independence of Nigeria is premature. Zik himself is premature. Okay. Zik made a silly mistake. The problem of Nigeria today is Zik. Zik continues speaking grammar. And Tafawa Balewa, who is nothing, become a prime minister. Zik fought the independence of Nigeria with stupidity. Had it been Zik allowed white men to rule Nigeria up to 1970, the first revolutionary military could not have taken place. The northern coup could not have been taken place, not the counter coup. Northern coup could not have taken place. The civil war, not to have been like the civil war, because British president cannot be in Nigeria, all those things take place. So, British granting Nigeria independence is a very big mistake of Britain. So I am saying, if Nigeria will see that we cannot colonize ourselves and that we cannot go apart, everybody to attend to all Israel, then let us give contract to Britain to recolonize us. Us. Now, what is the difference? The man in Aso Rock, I don't think that he's a Nigerian. The man called Buhari, I don't think personally the way he's behaving. Because if he's Nigerian, you could have the feelings of Nigerians. As foreign helpsmen are killing us. Rather, he give importation, free visa to import Fulani all over the world to come and occupy Nigeria and kill the indigenous, which means he's not a Nigerian. If he's a Nigerian, you have a feeling of Nigerian. You have the blood of Nigerian. You have the pains of Nigerians. Therefore, I rule him out, personally, to be a Nigerian. I feel that they import him and give me a contract, flying all over the world, position him by the power of Abakari and Co. and the emirs, so that Fulani will occupy our land. Then instead of it to be like that, let the rest of Nigeria go back to Britain, resign contract with them to come and colonize us, at least for the next 50 years.
50 years?
Yes, wow. Because that's what Ahmadu Bello said during the pre-independent. He told the Zik in 1957 that the North are not ready for independence until 50 years. If the South can be able to wait in 50 years' time, then they take independence together. If the South cannot be able to wait, let the South take their own independence. Let them remain with Britain for the next 50 years. So and the Zik said no, he want one Nigeria. Even Britain give us our self-independence. Zik is no, he want one Nigeria. I will say let us collect it. Our self-independence, so we can rule ourselves. Zik said no. This is what happened in Rhodesia. Northern Rhodesia and Southern Rhodesia. When Northern Rhodesia was ready for independence, Southern Rhodesia wasn't ready. Northern Rhodesia take their own independence. And Southern Rhodesia, which was Zimbabwe, fought their own letter. Then Northern Rhodesia become Zambia. And there's peace there now. That's what Zik have done. But Zik said no. So now, because of this man This man, I think that he's a foreigner ruling us. Let us go back and resign contracts with Britain to come and colonize us again, at least for the next 50 years, and tell us the real, give us the real foundation. Teach us how a leader should behave, how a leader should work. A leader is supposed to be a tyrant to his people. A leader not supposed to be a man of confessiousness.
Wait, instead of being recolonized by the British, don't you think giving some persons that are capable of doing this thing will be the best? Because we have more people that are capable of ruling Nigeria, right?
This is what I'm telling you. That more people that are capable to rule, where are they? Do they give up an opportunity? They don't give an opportunity. The so-called that feel that they are wise, they can carry gun, they can play smart game. I do not allow the people that are capable to rule. Now, so let us go back to Britain. Maybe, as I said before, that if British presence were still in Nigeria, something could be ratified. Let us go back and bring them. Maybe their presence for another 50 years may bring those rat people who have the acute, who have the brain, who have the talent to rule. Maybe the British presence will bring them out, so that Nigeria can be okay. If not so, please let it be to your attention to all Israel. Because we cannot be suffering like this under one section that are not ready to move forward. We cannot be suffering like this. Let it be to your own to all Israel, or we employ British back to come and rule us. Eh? If you look at it, the civil war, the Biafran war is useless. Because Nigeria could not have learned nothing from Biafran war. The only thing that Igbo race, the only thing that the war did, Igbo race were able to exist. Because that war was a war to terminate and wipe Igbo race off from the surface of Nigeria. But we fought the war so that we can be able to remain, and thank God we remain.
So now going back to the resignation of the service chief, are you in support of that?
I am 100% support for the service chief to leave, to resign, but they won't resign. Constitutionally, they're supposed to resign. By age of years, they're supposed to resign. By age in service, they're supposed to resign. But they will resign because this present government of APC, Fulani APC government of Nigeria is a government of non-constitution. If you look at APC itself, APC is a party of touts. Party of touts. Party of meaningless people. Look at the so-called the APC chairman, how he's behaving. Jumping up and down like Agro. Like a person who's not a family man. I wonder how he managed to put his family in order. Because this character is playing in public, show us how his family is. You understand? So if you look at APC, APC is a party that lack moral. They lack discipline. They are not coordinated. Let me tell you, since 1999, there's no party like a PDP. I'm not a politician. I'm not a PDP member. But PDP prove a lot. No matter, no person is perfect. But PDP prove a lot. They are capable to move Nigeria forward. And for that 16 years they rule, they move Nigeria forward. They move Nigeria forward. The harm this present government have caused on Nigeria, it will take Nigeria another 60 years to recover. If not, we are going to recover. How much was Nigerian debt when PDP handed over to APC? How much is Nigerian debt now? What was our foreign reserve that time? What is our foreign reserve now? Corruption. What was corruption that time? And what is corruption now? Corruption. You take corruption, you hold it. Well, Buhari himself is a corrupt person. Let him come and give us account of PTF. Buhari, come and give us accounts of PTF. Let us see. clear himself. Give us account of 2.5 billion when he was an NPC chairman during Obasanjo regime, 1978. Missed from his office. Give us account when he went to medical checkup. He spent 100 and something days and come back. $25 billion lost from NNPC. It was Minister of Petroleum. How did that money go? They cover it up. Let him go and give us account. The money they found in the building in Ikoyi that sealed up. Let him go and give us account. Let him go and give us account. How much Abacha loot they have returned? Where is that money? Abacha loot. Let us give us account. All the money have borrowed, both of China, both World Bank, both IMF, since he entered. What did he use to eat? Let him come and give us account. The budget he read. How many? The execution. He used that money to what is it? He used that money to execute. Let him come and give us account. Why Daura, who is not in government, is not a politician, he don't have any post. Why should come and Aso Rock and leave? And turn Aso Rock to his private family sitting room. Let him come and give us account. If not corrupt. Is nepotism not corruption? Is tribalism not corruption? Promise and fail is not corruption. All the promises is 2005, 2015. I didn't fulfill anyone. I don't know corruption. Eh? Let him come and give us the account. Nigeria is failed entity, and it will continue to be failed entity. I thought they had truth. I thought they had to put things in right. It's failed entity, and it will continue to be failed entity until it fail and become Sodom and Gomorrah. Thank you.
Thank you very much for that wonderful contribution, Mr. Obara. I believe we have all heard the wonderful contribution made by our commentators. Their verdict still remains that the service chiefs should resign because there have been no useful impact from them. So we are going to draw down the curtain on today's edition of Vox Pop on Flip TV. Make sure you join us for subsequent edition on this wonderful program. I am Babalola Timothy. Have a nice day. Bye.